overwhelmed, trapped in a maze. Small business owner, stress had me in a daze. Every problem piled up, couldn't catch a break. Thought I couldn't make it, my dreams were at stake. But then I found a group that changed my whole perspective. Our success group of a community so effective. We all chasing that dream, sharing struggles and fears. They understood my journey, wiped away my tears. Together we broke through, we rise above. No more feeling sad, we're fueled by love. Our small business is shining, reaching new heights. With the support of our success group, we're taking flight. The power is strong, the vision so clear. Building our dreams with no more fear. Together we're resilient, unstoppable force. With our success group. Together we broke through, we rise above. No more feeling sad, we're fueled by love. Our small business is shining, reaching new heights. And with the support of our success group, we're taking flight. The power is strong, the vision so clear. Building our dreams with no more fear. Together we're resilient, unstoppable force. With our success group.
Everyone, and good evening. Welcome to Rising Tide Talks. We look a little different tonight with just the two of us, but it's still going to be extra special. I am Kylene, and I encourage transformation with positive energy.
And I am Becky, and I believe it takes a village to run a business, which I've been leaning on a couple people, so it does.
100%. It looks
we
like
are with.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope. We're not going to do very good at this.
We got it.
We are without Aaron, and he had to make some changes to his schedule, so we are going to see if the two of us can make it happen tonight. So let's start with a couple of comments, just because I was the one that kind of made us late. So Darren says, good afternoon, everyone. And Barb says, good evening, everyone, from north central Minnesota. And it's still cold here. I'm pretty sure it's cold where Barb's at, too. Chandler says, hey, everyone. Yes, your mic is on.
Love it.
And Craig says, good evening from Boston in the new studio. That's exciting, Craig. Glad to hear it. So Chandler says, girls' night.
I love it.
All right. So we're here. We're going to get started. First, before we start, we're going to kind of tell you what we're going to do so that if you guys have some comments that you want to throw out there at us to get us going further down the road here this evening, we can. But with not having Aaron, a few of the topics that we had scheduled, we're going to hold off the Trello stuff. We didn't have graphics ready. And I'm trying to think, one of the other ones, I just felt like maybe we needed Aaron with us to make that happen. So if you guys have anything tonight that is happening in your world this week or last week or coming up that you guys want us girls to talk about, let us know. We are going to discuss a few things that are happening in our lives and kind of go from there. So see what happens. But we should probably start with our gratitude.
Yes. So we love to start with gratitude. Gratitude is our superpower, and we'll talk a little bit more about it here as we go. But when we start with gratitude, we're bringing the vibration up. We're attracting more good things to us, and just creating more positive energies. So if you're tuning in, please share what you're grateful for tonight. Becky, do you want to start us off with sharing what you're grateful for tonight?
What am I grateful for today? Honestly, I think today I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity to work my job, even though it hasn't been feeling like that lately. But it allowed me to go get a printer today. I can run my schedule the way I need to, and that I'm just really grateful for being able to run my schedule. I'm taking Friday off. I need to get out of the town for the weekend. I have a girls' trip, so that's where I'm grateful for. I'm just grateful for that flexible time and my job.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I mean, really, that's, one of the added bonuses of having your own business is you get to create it and design it how it works for you best. It doesn't mean you're running away from the work. You're doing the work just on different time schedule.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's awesome.
Before you go, I'm going to grab a couple comments here. Bob says it's 4 degrees and snowing, 40 by this weekend. So the colder vortex is over for now. Yes, I know. I am looking forward to that. And my kids will probably be running around in shorts when it gets to that point.
Oh, I'm sure. I remember doing that when I lived there.
Yep. And Michelle says, hi, ladies. I'm thankful for good weather to travel to the chiropractor. We are thankful for that. And we're grateful to see you, Michelle. I haven't talked to you in forever. And Chandler says she's so grateful for her family. So
I love it.
Love it. How about you?
Well, I am also really grateful for my family as well, especially Lewis today. He got a little creative. Aaron did shovel the driveway this morning. We got some snow last night, but Lou had a snow day and he really wanted to try this. So he took the blower for the leaves. And he blew, because it was like the lighter, airy snow. So he took that and he cleared the whole patio and the stairs in the back for Joey. So just really grateful for him just stepping up, being creative, and, not like just letting him be a kid. He was so excited to do that. So
that they actually had a snow day and not just a school away from.
It was. Yes. They're done with their school at home days. So no, it's just traditional snow days if they have them, and they do have to make it up though at the end of the year. So
So
the unfortunate part.
We've been pretty lucky that way. We've just been a couple hours late with these cold temps. They've been going 2 hours late, so they still get their time in. But
that's good. Yeah.
Yep. And Barb says, my gratitude is my son who stopped by earlier to check on me, then stopped to see if my parents needed anything. Love a nuclear family. Love that.
That's so sweet. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Chandler, go Lewis.
I think that's super creative that he used the leaf blower. So,
yeah.
Barb says we use the leaf blower to clean snow off trailers and decks. Works awesome. Oh, yes, that light fluffy stuff. I bet it would work.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So, fun.
I love it.
Glad he tried that.
I am too. It was pretty fun. There's something about like having that creative energy and like that. I don't know. He just sees the world differently, and I just really appreciate that.
Yep. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to start with Kylene's world.
Yes.
Did she remember to bring it to her office?
Oh, yes, I have it. I'm ready. I'm prepared tonight.
Awesome.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, as most of you know, the Gratitude Shift book.
I got mine too.
Yay. And most everyone who contributed should have their book by now. But really, what we wanted to talk about is what is the Gratitude Shift? What does that actually mean? And I think right now, especially as we kind of move past like the beginning of the year where everything's exciting and you're energized and you kind of get into kind of the dead of winter, if you will, life can feel a little heavy, and it's just pausing to make that shift in your thoughts, to look for the good in all these different scenarios. Even if you had one of the toughest days of your life, what can you look for that you can pull out of there to learn from, to grow from? I'm not saying any of this is easy. It is truly a choice that you will have to make. But there are little things to do along the way to just put yourself in a place where it almost becomes like an automatic, a habit. And I think that was your story, Becky, in there. Right. You were talking about how you chose to look for the good, even in the the everyday stuff, like looking for the good and how it changes you. I don't know if you wanted to add on that at all.
Well, I was actually thinking I needed that reminder.
Mm-hmm.
Because as life ebbs and flows, and it does, I have fallen off of some of my gratitude um, stuff. So when the book came, I'm excited to have it next to my chair and start digging into it, and really looking forward to reading it and getting back into what I had been doing when I gave you my
Yeah.
story. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's really so gratitude, we all know like on the surface level what it is, but this book is meant to go a little bit deeper and understand how it impacts all the people around you and then some, that whole
Mhm.
ripple effect. And then, just the hidden messages in gratitude too. Sometimes it's like the Garth Brooks songs, some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Sometimes we think we're going down this path, and when we allow ourselves just to be open, something greater might be waiting for us. But we have to be open to that instead of resisting it. Um, so, I keep thinking like currently right now, there's a lot of heaviness at our work at the government. I think everyone kind of understands what's going on, but um, I actually had to tell someone today I need to take a break. I need to take a deep breath here because it consumes, and I can get sucked into the drama. I can get sucked into the negative energy, and I'm so thankful I have this practice of, understanding those signals my body's telling me, and
Yep.
then looking for the silver lining. This could open up doors to more resources for our department. I don't know. It could be the end of my job. I don't know that either. However, that could kickstart me to do even more with Rise, Shine, Smile and our success group and all of those other things. So I'm just trying to let go. And I think that's the hard part. I don't know if you guys have any, like letting go of those outcomes or letting go of the outcomes and just appreciating what's happening along the way. Sometimes that's our journey.
Right. Yep. I'm going to grab Michelle's comment. She says,
Yeah.
even with her MS diagnosis, I found good in the journey and still write 3 things to be grateful for daily. That's fantastic.
Yay. I
Yes.
love that. Thank you for sharing that, Michelle.
And I
Um,
think, I think for me, what I found, and like I said, I've only glanced through the book a little bit here. I
mhm,
haven't actually gotten started, is finding all these blank pages that have journal prompts and
mhm,
different things to actually physically work. It gives you something to do with it, something proactive to to get that shift going.
yep.
And that makes me very excited
Yeah.
to have that part.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure we can all guess where that came from, right?
well, Aaron does love a good spreadsheet, and
And he
and
loves action, right?
yes, he
Um,
is all things action, and
yeah.
yes, but without it, you may read it, but if it doesn't stick with you, or you don't continue the journal prompts, that was,
Mhm.
I mean, this is going to replace. I was doing the. I can't say it. I want to say magic, but it wasn't magic. Was it?
Um,
It starts with an M. I can't say it now. It doesn't matter. But it wasn't. I have the audiobook and I bought the workbook that went with it. And so for that, there was things that you started with and then you built upon. And that's what I'm
mhm.
looking forward to with your book, is starting and having, day one and then continuing day one to keep building on
Yeah.
them as I work through the chapters. So
Yep. Yep. Um, Chandler, I told him I knew there was going to be some type of reflection. Yes.
of course there
Yeah.
is.
I know. And so when I had this idea, I wanted people to hear um, from others and their perception. That's why the value of people's contributions and their stories, um, to me, made this book so much more powerful. I mean, we can share and talk about gratitude, but until you hear people's stories and you can put it into action and see how that relates to you, and just how someone took a difficult situation and made something positive from it. It's truly possible, and it does have that ripple effect in your life. But those little prompts and those little steps are meant to create those habits where you just kind of, I don't know, it's like second nature. You're just
Yep.
training your brain. It's like a muscle.
And it definitely is. When you're working with them, working with that, and doing them every day, it is amazing how your script flips.
Yeah.
In how I see it, how you hear other people, and how it's easy to spot. Not easy to spot the negative for yourself sometimes, but with doing the gratitude, it definitely helps. And then it really brings to light the negative coming from your outside world,
Yeah.
and how much that actually affects you too.
Yep.
So
100%. And then you notice it also. You notice the people who come into a room sometimes and they're not bringing that light. They're not bringing that
right,
positive energy. And not that that's a bad thing, but it's something that you're learning to become aware of. So you can decide, how much time do I want to invest in this relationship, or how much time do I want to stay here? Or we get to make that choice. Sometimes it is our family, it could be, our coworkers, and they're there, and sometimes we can't just walk away, but we can choose to limit those interactions or have those conversations.
yep,
It really is a conversation starter. That's what I'm like super excited about. I've had some great conversations with people already about it, and just, even my mom, she was, my role model of being positive. And just listening to her now, she's like, every night before I go to bed and when I wake up, I do my 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I know it's like negative 20 or 40 or whatever it is up there. She's like, but I'm grateful I have my warm house, and I have good windows, and I have a quality built home that keeps the heat in. And like, just making that change is so powerful.
right.
And it builds our relationship, and it's even stronger as a result. So
I love that.
hopefully other people have that.
No, I think the ripple effect coming off of this book is going to be very large.
Yeah, we did schedule our launch party. So if you haven't received an invite, please reach out to me and I'll send you the invite for it. It'll be virtual. And we can just celebrate. And hopefully some of the contributors want to speak up. You don't have to, but if you wanted to talk a little bit about what it meant for you to write it, we're just going to have fun, and we'll have some giveaways as well there. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'll just reach out to me and I'll share the details with you.
Yeah, I think I have it on my calendar. I think I'll be coming in a little bit late, as I have a meeting before that I'll be participating in, and then be getting home with Cora after that. So I'll probably be late, like usual.
All right. That's all right. We
That's
just
where
want
I've
you
been.
there if you can be there.
Yeah, no, I've got it on the calendar, so we will. And maybe I can sneak out, but part of the Bio Girls group this year again, I am mentoring. So
I love it. Can you tell us about Bio Girls again, like what it
I
is?
can. It's been a couple of years now since I've done it, but it's Bio stands for Beautiful Inside and Out, and it is a program for second through fifth graders, I believe is who they have, and it is a 12-week program, and there is always a message, a devotion, and they do small groups. So I have like 4 girls that I will work with in a small group, and then there's also a big group activity, and then we run. I won't be running. My knees won't take it. But the girls will start running. And the goal is for them to learn that by starting small and building up, that they can go from not running to running a 5K. And at the end of the 12 weeks. So I'm really hoping for the warm temps, because then we get to get outside and the girls can run outside. But it is just a great way for these girls to build some confidence. It gives them time to talk in our small groups with their mentors. Different things going on. It's bullying and some of that kind of stuff that gets talked about, and to listen to the girls, it's fun to watch them as they come in, and then watch that confidence grow by the end of the 12 weeks. So
Yeah, I love it. I think that's such a cool program.
Yep.
And how rewarding for you to be a mentor for them
Yes,
as well.
you get very attached to those girls.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
Yeah, I love that. And when's the 5K?
May 10th. So
Okay.
I'm not sure if Cora and I will be able to participate, because it's also Nick's graduation party that day. So if we are not, then we just have to do ours at a separate time, and
Okay.
then she still makes it count. So
Yeah.
we'll
I love
see.
it.
We'll see if we're like totally prepared and we can go run a 5K that morning and call it good. But
You could. I mean, maybe you could have some things planned out, or your mom come help, or sister.
well, there's going to be a lot of help there too. But if it's anything like Alex's, I won't be prepared.
I love it. I
We'll
don't
see.
think I've ever planned a party that big. So
Well, you just aren't really sure who's coming and when, and we're just gonna run with it and go from there. So,
yep.
Doug wants to know: are we talking about Girls on the Run? My wife and daughter participated in that. I don't know if that's the same thing, Doug. In this area, and I think it's nationwide. It's called Bio Girls, and I can do some work, some looking into that. I guess I don't know for sure if that's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. It's all I've ever known it is by Bio Girls.
I think it has the same. I've heard of the other one. I feel like it's similar,
Similar.
but I'm not really sure.
Biogirls.org is the website if anybody really wants to, and it's grades 2 through 6. I thought ours only went to 5th grade, but it says 2 through 6.
Cool.
Session combines life skills lessons, Christian non-denominational devotion, small group mentoring, and non-competitive physical activity. That's how they do that. So,
Cool.
and then the 4 pillars, it revolves around the 4 pillars of mental wellness, healthy relationships, leadership, and kindness. So,
That's great.
anyways,
Yeah, he said sounds like the same type of program.
program. Yep, could very well be.
Yeah.
And maybe they've got it kind of running 2 different. I'm not sure. So,
Yeah.
it's a
I mean,
fantastic program.
Yeah, and what an awesome skill to learn at a young age. I mean, we talk about that here. I mean, we talk about the importance of, wellness, all the different areas of your life, that it's not just your physical wellness, it's your mindset, it's your financial, it's your relationships, it's all those different areas. So, how powerful for them at a young age to learn that.
Yep.
Way to go. Way to
It's good
facilitate.
for 'em. Yeah. Well, so because Becky doesn't sign Cora up right away, she did get to mentor in order to get Cora in, but it'll be good. It'll be. I'm happy to do it and glad I can. So
Yep.
there again.
Things happen for a reason.
And allows my schedule allows me to be able to do it because we start at 4.
Mm-hmm.
4 to 5:30. I might be really late to the party. It'll be okay. I'll get there eventually.
We will be there. We'll be there when you're ready. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think like that is really important to what we're talking about a lot here with just the mindset wellness, and I'm glad that you're doing that for you, because you're going to find some benefits from it as well.
Absolutely.
Just being surrounded with that.
Yep. It will be good. We start Monday, so.
Ooh, love it. I love it. Well, do we want to share our do a little break and then kind of transition into our next area?
Sounds good.
And again, if anyone wants to talk about anything specific, what's going on, we're open today.
Yep.
So okay, I'm running the controls, so hang tight.
Introducing the Summit of Success Business Retreat, a rustic lodge with all the modern conveniences and spectacular views will provide the ultimate retreat to recharge, refocus, and reignite your business ambitions. Join us at Coteau de Prairie's Lodge for expert insights, meaningful connections, and a space to dream big. Limited spots are available. Reserve yours today at osg.link/SOS.
Yay!
So that's probably what our next thing is going to be to talk about is the Summit of Success. I actually had the privilege of having a conversation with Chandler the other day, and she actually opened my eyes to a few things. So please be on the watch out for an event page, or I'm going to set it up for an event. And Chandler says, Is there anyone here that is interested in this? I'm interested in just wondering what everyone is thinking, which that was something too. I didn't even know Chandler was interested. So I totally missed the boat. If she said it somewhere, completely missed it. So I'm glad she said that she was interested, and I really hope we
Mhm.
can continue to get this to go. Um, so there will be an event page getting put up, and I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. And maybe Aaron told me, and I wasn't receptive to it. I don't really know. I think I just missed
A
it.
lot of things happening. Yeah.
So we're going to get an event page put up, which is going to help us to share a little bit more about it. But I'm going to share a little bit more tonight too, because I actually, right before I came here, that's kind of why I was late. I was on the phone with a gal that I had reached out to for one of the perks. Is that the right word I want to use?
Pampering.
Pampering perks that you're going to get
I don't
if
know.
you were to come. So, what she does, she calls it Color Pop and then a Style Masterclass. And we're going to see if we can get both of those worked into our first day, where as you're arriving, you're going to be able to meet with her individually and she will go over your colors. And that means that you'll learn what colors look best on you and what colors you should not wear. I found out I should never wear black, and our school colors are black and gold, so I wear a lot of black. Or I did. Now I try to do dark gray. But just things like that that you didn't realize made a difference or make a difference. Um, it was just one of those things that I finally just kind of bit the bullet. And she came out to my house and we had a couple hours. We didn't get as much time because I was had a big order that popped up, so I was trying to print. But
Mhm.
I was able to have time with her to have her work the colors with me and actually discuss some of the style stuff. So actually her style masterclass I would be very interested in yet again. But this is all part of your fee. You will not, this is not something extra that we're asking you to pay for. This is something that I want to share with my community and have it be a major benefit for you guys.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
so
because what all does it do? I mean, I'm not asking like all she does, but like the feeling inside as a result, what's happening is, you are getting information to feel your best, right?
it builds confidence
Mhm.
in knowing that
Yep.
when you put something on that people are going to notice you, I mean,
Mhm.
so that's how I felt about it. Again, I
Yeah.
still don't think I stylize and probably wear the correct colors yet, but still learning. But
Yeah. And I've never like considered any of that before. And we do when we show up, when we take care of ourselves, it's not like a vain thing. It's like a confidence thing. And you can show up, you present, so much better. You're sharing your product, you're sharing your business in a way that is giving it the credit it deserves, because you should be proud of it. And when we're feeling good, it just is that much easier.
yep, it
Yep.
is.
It is a gift for sure.
And Rena says she finally made it. Good evening, ladies. We're glad
Yay.
you're here, Rena.
We're talking about SOS, Summit of Success.
And I know Rena's interested. She was. We're gonna keep working on her too. Um, so that to me is going to be a fun beginning of your
Mhm.
first day when you arrive.
Yep.
So, and the other part is we're at that beautiful lodge that you saw in the commercial.
Yep.
Um, you're going to be, it's all inclusive per se because your meals are there. We're going to take all the guesswork out of that. You don't have to plan a meal. You don't have to worry about it. Um, we get to sit. I guess the part for me that I think is going to be the biggest change between Fun Live that we did last summer and the Summit of Success is the fact that we're all together in this lodge and
Yep.
having that collaboration and networking time. We tried to do that a little bit after our day was over down in St. Louis, but we met at a restaurant. Well, the restaurant's noisy, crowded, you know, different. You just can't network very well there. And then some of us went back to the hotel. Others went home, others went this way. We all weren't together yet. And I feel like then those that maybe didn't get to stay or went somewhere else didn't get that collaboration and networking time with a few of us that did get to at least sit and talk a little bit. Um, and to me, so much comes out of talking to somebody else that either does something similar or even just another small business owner because they know what you're going through, no matter
Mhm.
if it's business or not. So having the that network of people that you're going to be able to lean on and get to know their business and they get to know yours. Um, Having that time in the evening, I think, is going to be a really cool aspect of it. Now it's going to be April 10th to the 12th, and the weather is going to be hopefully warm-ish. I'm hoping there's no snow, and if it's nice enough that we can be outside, we have some awesome decks on the sides that wrap around. I'm hoping that we would also be able to do like a fire pit or something like that. Um,
Are there like walking trails or anything, or like a
there
long
is
driveway or
Yes,
something?
the driveway is very long and windy and stuff, so that could easily be. And I believe there's probably a few walking trails up there because I know the lodges had some photography retreats up there, so I know they've gone out into there again. Just going to depend on what
Mm-hmm.
snow weather and all that kind of stuff would be on how far we could go and do that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah,
but
I love it.
yeah,
Yeah, there's something about that connection that you get when you're together as a group. It's just way more intimate. I mean, we found that when we were at Fun Live in June, when we were in our room, when we were in our space, we connected at such a deeper level. And then when we went out in 80/20 studios, we were together, and then like you said, we separated, and not that we're gonna have to be together.
right,
Sometimes people need just to go process the information, and that's
yeah,
okay. But it's available, and it's just connecting at a deeper level, which creates more transformation. And truly, that's what this is about: transforming yourself, filling yourself up, so again you can truly be there for yourself and your others, and business, and all the things for you, Becky.
all the things. Probably should
I
have named
can't
it
say
that.
that now without smiling.
I'm glad
So
that works.
it does for sure. But
So
yeah, it's going to be a beautiful event, and just getting, I don't know, it's a gift to yourself. We don't often do that.
no.
And so this is truly a gift.
So the color part was just one of the
Mhm.
extra benefits that we're working on. I Aaron, we are not going to try to probably do quite as much as we really
Mhm.
went fast through at Fun Live. It's really just going to depend on the group. We're going to work through some of the fundamentals of business success from Aaron's book. Work on your clarity of your why. That we found actually needed a little more time than we had originally planned before. So I think
Mhm.
that's going to be, you know, something that we can all work through there. And then I've been trying to work on some fun, for lack of a better term, like icebreakers. I don't know if that's the
Mhm.
right word. I've just found that doing some of those types of games or activities, your brain starts working on
Mhm.
that. But yet, subconsciously, it's still thinking about all those things that you just discussed in the fundamentals and some of that. So
Yep.
I think realizations and some aha moments will come out of being able to then turn and do um, these icebreaker type activities that I
Mhm.
have some fun things in the background. Oh, and
Oh
Chandler
boy.
wants to bring her karaoke machine. That I
Now
didn't really.
that just created anxiety for me.
Oh no.
But it's okay, right? We're all together. We're in good company.
Yep. And you can do it from the back of the room. Nobody will even have to turn and look at you.
Aaron can't be in the room. That's all
Oh.
I can say.
I usually require a few drinks, so before that would happen, I don't know if that would happen for me or not. But
I've done it one time with like 7 other girls, so I was in the back.
I've done it probably more than one time. But again, there was probably some beverages, some liquid courage that helped with that
Yeah.
cause. So
Yeah. Chandler, you're gonna have to lead it.
Chandler says that's okay. The walking trail caused anxiety for her.
Oh, I love it.
I
See, we're
love.
stepping outside of our comfort zone. I like it.
I love that.
Too funny.
So, I don't. Does anybody else have questions when you hear me talking about summative success? I guess I feel like I know what I'm telling everybody. I feel like everybody's supposed to get it. I just don't know if everybody else is getting it. Um, there's definitely going to be the business aspect of helping your business grow, helping you grow, transform, find that clarity, find your why if you don't already have it, or just solidify that why if you already do have it. And then just the networking and the collaboration side of a retreat. I don't know if there's been many people that have gone on retreats or done business events. I love them. So how is it? Chandler says, how is it going to be different from these? What will we learn? Um, that maybe you don't talk about on here. Never mind, she's already answering. I was like, okay, wait a minute. What am I
I
missing?
love it.
No, that's good. And that's good. That's what I'm trying to make sure that
Yep.
we know.
And then,
Venus says, what about transportation from airport and how far is it from the airport? Okay. So that I know has been one thing that we've been discussing back and forth. Of course, people call me when I'm on here. The airport the best one to fly into would be Fargo. And it is about an hour and a half to the lodge. Between renting a car to get there, it's really not hard to get there. It's all interstate and good roads. And depending on when people would be arriving and doing some of that stuff, we would definitely help with transportation and that stuff. That's one of those hurdles that we haven't quite addressed yet because we haven't had a lot of questions on it. But I'm glad to see it being asked. So the option would be to rent a car, or we will be working on trying to rent something that we can bring everybody together in. And it is about an hour and a half.
yep.
So
Yeah, no, that's a great question. If that's something that, you're hesitant about or anything like that, just contact, especially Becky, but you can contact any of us, but especially Becky. She knows the area, and if it's an easy drive too, we can figure out some way to handle that part of it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. As of now, I think Aaron and I are potentially planning on driving, I think.
Okay.
Maybe fly, but we'll see. We'll see. So that would be a car too.
Yep. And Chandler says some of us could even go in on a rental if we meet at the airport, which
Yep.
and I would be very happy to help coordinate some of that with you guys once we, get to that point so that we can make sure it's not a burden for anybody and anything that way. So,
Yep. And Sandy, she's usually not on here because she's working, but Sandy will also be there as well. Sandy Lundstrom. And she's coming in from Indiana. So there'll be another. We'll be coming in from everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she would be renting a car or doing something. So she would be another option for people to either, coordinate with for coming down and getting to and from.
Yep. Yeah.
So
there's no crazy question. If you're hesitant about anything, let us know. If you feel like you're not quite sure what the value is, like Becky said, if how we're explaining it and how we're sharing it isn't quite in our minds, it makes sense. But if you still have questions, let us know.
I think for us, in our minds, it makes sense because we were part of Fun Live and we experienced that firsthand. I think it's hard to explain until you've experienced it a little bit, but it's also, we want to make sure that you understand. There is definitely business training and stuff that'll go into this, but I'm also trying to bring some of the fun and some pampering stuff into you. Kylene's going to bring our wellness side with the opportunity to have some yoga and wellness stuff available. And then I don't know if anybody that's been listening or watching has worked with Kylene on the Breaking Barriers
Yep.
program, but that is also one of those things that until you've done it, you just don't understand the power of it. When I did it, I had my brain set for one thing and something else showed up that was not at all where I was looking to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing. And to me, the Breaking Barriers program is something that you should be doing more than once. It's not a one time, a one and done. I think it's something that you need to do over, over and over again as you need it. So
Yep. Yeah. When your body is ready to heal and process, different things show up. So that's why it's definitely not a one time thing. It just truly releases some of those limiting beliefs that we might not even know are there.
Yep.
I think that's the cool, magical part about the whole process.
Yep. And Chandler says the value is investing in yourself
Yes. Well said.
and your business. Not yourself, but you yourself are your business. So
Mm-hmm.
that's it's to be one and the same.
Yep.
So
100%.
and it can be a business expense. It's training, it's travel, it's
Yep.
it's a business expense for you. So
Mm-hmm. 100%. So reach out to us if you have any questions. I'm super excited about it. And it's coming up sooner than later.
yep. And just in talking to the gal that's looking to come to do this color information, she was super excited to hear about it. Her and I had not connected before today, so she didn't know much about it. So
Cool.
I'm going to get her some more information and
Mm-hmm.
hear back from her on a few things. So maybe that'll help move, get some more
Yep.
information out there for you guys too. But, I know we say this every week. Please reach out, ask us questions. We truly mean that. We truly, really want to hear from you guys. Rena's question about the transportation. I know we've talked about it in the background a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but we hadn't really discussed it anywhere else, and again, not even realizing that Chandler was interested. So that was great to hear the other day when I talked to her. If you just have even an inkling of whatever that you're interested, we want to hear that. So first we can understand, what is it that's interesting you, and then what hesitations do you have, so that we can either help you through them, or we can explain it better, or that we can, make sure it's right for you. Because
Yeah.
if it's not right for you, it's not going to be a good experience for you, and we don't want that for sure. So we definitely don't want, we want to push you to come because we know what it's going to be, but we don't
Yeah.
want to push you to come if it's not the right feel for
Yeah.
you also. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well said. Yeah, it definitely is not going to be any high pressure sales, because when you do anything like this, when you're investing in yourself, if you're not fully there, it's not going to have the true benefits that it can have. And therefore, maybe you're just not ready for it, and that's okay too.
yep. I think the other thing we haven't talked about for this is that Friday night would be the Future You party
Mm-hmm.
that we had did at Fun Live, which was awesome, where you look at 5 years down the road and you would come for supper that evening and play full out with what what did she
Express
say?
Chandler's comment.
I have to
Is
go.
that The Shining? Is that The Shining? The all
My
alone
only
in the
hesitation that I don't want to be the only one there, and I watch too many horror movies. Well, you're in good company with us, Chandler. So we're not that scary, are we? Are we that scary?
We're not scary. It's the other people.
Well, even
The
Aaron's not
unknown.
that scary. So, anyway, so the Future You party where you can, play to the point that it's 5 years down the road, and all of these things that you've been thinking about doing, you've accomplished, and just start bringing it into to the forefront, and be able to play out that it's happened, and how much fun that was. That was an awesome part of Fun Live. Also, was the Future You party, to be able to do that. So.
Yeah, just getting comfortable and where you see yourself going. Once you start talking about it, your subconscious starts believing it's possible. And then when those opportunities show up, it's so much easier to say yes. instead of hesitating. So
Yeah.
anyway, there's a lot of powerful benefits to it.
Chandler was laughing at us, and then she says the future party was actually my favorite part, and even worth it in itself. That was awesome.
Awesome.
She did
Yeah.
an amazing job playing full out at that too, by the way.
Yes.
And
100%.
Rena says this sounds so awesome. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're
Love
excited.
it.
So
I love it. Well, so next week, we will probably we'll have Erin back, I believe, so we can talk about Trello or some of those other topics that you guys had presented for us.
Yep.
If there's anything else you want us to talk about, let us know. Share it on here. As you can tell, we're pretty much an open book, and we're just excited to connect and hear from you all. We all learn from each other, and that's the whole purpose of this whole platform, is for us to connect and learn and grow together.
Jerry says Erin did a future me party on a Friday night years ago. It was fun.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Was
Yeah,
it part of
virtual.
COVID stuff, or was it just something else that he did?
No, it was for OSG.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm trying to remember. That might have been the first one. And there was a pretty good showing. So we had breakout rooms, and it was pretty fun.
Awesome.
You know, it's uncomfortable for some people at first. You know, like, how often have we ever really done that? You know, for some of us, you know, we stay in the now. But that's what makes, again, one of the added benefits is getting outside that comfort zone. I'm going to be doing karaoke here soon. I gotta watch what I'm saying. Chandler will hold me accountable. I know it.
It'll be a good time. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it will be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So, anything else, Becky, tonight?
I don't think I have anything else. If nobody has any other questions for us about Summit of Success or the Gratitude Shift or anything else that we've kind of hit tonight, but this was just a fun time for Kylene and I to chat and let you guys in on it and
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for being here. It does mean the world. And again, Chandler wrote, I'm like Erin when.
She says, I think we should have a future party every month.
True. I mean, honestly, the more comfortable we get and who we're becoming and who we're transforming into, more benefits we're going to have. So.
And then she says, you karaoke, I will yoga and walk a mile.
Oh boy. Ooh, using my tools here. Deep breath.
There you go.
Oh, I love it.
Fun.
All right. Well, thank you guys again. We'll see you guys next week, and we'll talk about one of those topics that that you guys have previously shared. But again, let us know if anything else shows up. Okay.
Sounds great. You guys have a great week. And if there's anything else for conversation or you have a question, feel free to find us in the group at osg.link/group.
Okay. Awesome. Oh, yeah. We'll share the links here afterward. We forgot that part.
Yep. And then /SOS if you want to find out information about that. I didn't even say that at all before. So
yeah. Okay. We'll share those links here in a second. All right. We'll see you guys.
Have a great week.